I absolutely love this question about how to motivate your child to practice their instrument. This particular person says that his son loved the instrument and has been playing it for over a year, but now is having trouble practicing. So let me just share a couple of tips for you. And first of all, determine why you want your child to continue playing. Is it for your own personal selfish reasons? And I say this to myself too because I have 8 kids and I've had them all play instruments and take lessons even when they didn't want it to. And sometimes it was a little bit for my own selfish reasons. I wanted us all to be able to play together, but there are lots of reasons that you can say are for the benefit of the child. And if that's the reason you want them to continue, then that will help you make that decision. So it could be something like you want them to grow in their character. You want them to have perseverance. You want them to get past that plateau, that difficult plateau that if you've taken piano lessons or any other type of lessons, you know that you often get to these points where you're going and improving and then you hit a plateau and it's hard and you want to quit. But sometimes if you could just press past that, then it's awesome. And so many adults will say they wish they had not quit taking piano lessons. They hit that plateau and they quit, and then it was too late. It's not really too late, but that's how they feel. So that's one thing you can do to encourage your child. If you want them to grow in their character, then encourage them to keep playing. Okay, so here are a few tips. Offer rewards. Could be tangible, but it could also be something like getting to go out to dinner with mom or dad, or getting to go to he's 7, so maybe it's a bouncy house place or something fun like that. So rewards are great. I love having different types of reward charts, not reward charts, but practice charts. And so you put a sticker on each day or a stamp, and it helps the child see, hey, I'm making progress. I want to make sure I put a stamp on every single day that I practice. Or maybe you have 100 little circles and they fill in all 100 and then they get a reward. Another one is to have a goal, especially a performing goal. This always helped me. Anytime I had a certain type of goal, like a performance, a recital, I practiced more because I wanted to do well for that performance. So that's good. If he's not working with a group, you can set up some type of performance for him, and that might encourage him to want to practice more. Give them the freedom to make the decisions of where and when to practice. This might help. Maybe you're saying, I want you to practice before school, or I want you to practice at this time of day, but that's really not the best time for that student. And if they can choose when and where in the house that they practice, as long as it works with everybody else, that might be a good encouragement too. Create a family musical culture. Maybe you need to play something as well and play something with him. Or it could be that you're singing with him playing his mandolin. You're playing your guitar while he's playing his mandolin. That is a great encouragement to students to feel like they're not the only ones having to work at that. And then the last one is to set a goal. I had to do this with several of my students. They would say they were ready to quit the violin. And I would say, okay, I want you to finish up this school year. Make it all the way to the recital in May, and then we'll talk. Or I want you to keep taking piano lessons until the end of 8th grade. And then when you hit high school, you can decide whether you're going to continue or not. So if you set those kinds of goals, then sometimes, okay, they'll say, all right, I'll keep going until then. And then I know that I get to decide whether I'm going to stick with it or not. And that really often gets them past that plateau and they want to keep going. So I hope those tips have helped. You can head over to musicinourhomeschool.com and search practice charts or search practice instruments. You can see a blog post and get some free practice charts over there. Thanks. Bye-bye.